Don't lend your ear to people who are telling you don't get married. Marriage is like slavery. I've been married almost 20 years. I promise you it's not like slavery. And this is the thing, and I have to remember this, and I'm putting it out there. Lots of people speak from their hurt. They speak from their experience. They speak from disappointment. They speak from anger. They speak from a lot of places that, while they are genuine, they are not healed places. When you are healed, you don't necessarily have to tell people, don't do this. You may tell them to be careful. You may give them considerations. But when you are healed, you don't go around telling people, don't do this, don't do that. Not as it relates to something that builds up people, such as marriage, such as having children within a family unit. And so let's take that into consideration. Also, I don't care what the celebrity status is. If a woman is not married, I promise you, she cannot speak to anyone, especially women, about being married. You speak from experience. You speak from a healed place. You speak from knowledge. We all have opinions. However, our opinions may not be facts. They may be based on what we've experienced and maybe all of the things we've put together in our mind to come up with an opinion. What I'm saying is this, ladies, you must be careful of listening to women who are not married and giving you marital advice or telling you, even worse, don't get married. That doesn't even make sense. That is hurtful to our community. And to say that a traditional wife is like slavery, I hope and I pray that our women are much smarter than this. Even if you have been in a bad situation, the institution of marriage is not the problem. We choose wrong. We have bad timing. There are a host of other reasons why marriages did not work, but it wasn't because marriage is a bad thing. It's not because marriage doesn't work. Maybe it didn't work for you the first time because you had the wrong person. Maybe you were the wrong person. We like to put it on the other person. Oh, he just wasn't right for me. Maybe you weren't right. Hello? It's true. We have to do a lot of inward looking. Before you can get out and say, don't get married, look at yourself. Why are you not married? Why are you not dating? What's going on in you before pointing the finger at marriage, pointing the finger at wives? As a traditional wife, I can tell you from experience, not from a book, because I am one, not from social media, but because I am one, not from any hype that I'm hearing, but I can tell you about a traditional wife because I have been one and I am one. And I promise you, there's liberty. Just this morning, my husband and I were having some talks back and forth about some procedures on our farm. And we talked it out. And you know what my husband said to me? He said, you know what? You always tell me the right thing. He said, one thing I know about you, you have my back. That's what it's about. Knowing that someone has your back. So yeah, as a traditional wife, as a submitted wife, the word that we hate to hear, my husband and I had some back and forth discussions about how to handle some things. And while I am a submitted wife, my husband heard my idea and he said, you know what? We're going to go with that. And then he said, thank you for looking out for me. You always have my back. That's what it's about. Why? Because submission is not about, I'm the man and I'm way up here, and you're the woman and you're way back here. Like the spin is on it, right? Submission means, and I know I'm off for a second, but I'm going to go here. Submission means just like a submarine, it's underwater, right? As a submitted wife, we hold our husbands up, right? And in that sense, we're holding it down. And so, no, traditional wives, it's not being enslaved. I have plenty of freedom. My husband and I, we are a team. We are partners. We are spouses. As a team, we work towards goals.